Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and in today's video, I just want to share with you guys a bunch of really fun spring units that you might enjoy adding into your homeschooling, your spring planning, maybe even spring into summer. They're just really fun units that I feel like are super engaging and fun and can be done with really multiple ages. So that's really nice as well. So all of these that I'm sharing with you today happen to be from For the Love of Homeschooling. If you're unfamiliar with For the Love of Homeschooling, they have Nature Study Club and Zoology Club and Insect of the Month Club, Bird of the Month Club, and World Explorers Club, which is a geography club. And so each of these clubs just means that each month they come out with a brand new month-long unit on a different topic under those categories. So it'll be a different animal for Zoology Club and a different insect for Insect of the Month and a different nature study topic for Nature Study Club. And we just love these units. Another way you might be familiar with For the Love of Homeschooling is just through the mega bundles. So the mega bundles are many of them that I am a part of are hosted by For the Love of Homeschooling. And then they also share lots of different freebies on their website, many different resources. You may remember me sharing about the 12 weeks of winter, where there was a different theme for each week of winter, where there was a recommended book and then activities in every single subject area, pretty much math, language arts, art, STEM, recipes, all of the things. And so there's also the 12 weeks of spring, which is another thing that I want to share with you guys today as well. So I want to share with you basically like the new April units that are in all 5 of those different clubs essentially. So you can join the clubs and that's the greatest value, or you can buy the units separately or the ones that you want. And then I also want to share with you the 12 weeks of spring because it is just such a precious unit. There are 12 different weeks. You can buy them individually or you can buy them as a bundle, and you can do some or all of them. You can do one of them if there's one that you're really interested in. But we started with the very first week, week 1, which was all about the start of spring. So it was spring equinox, and the book was Busy Spring, and we really have loved that book and the activities that went along with it. And so I want to share some of that with you today, and then everything will be linked down below. It's all the same link to the For the Love of Homeschooling website, so you can check out everything that I'm going to share today, and then anything that you might be interested in, you can check out from there. They have things for everything. They have a solar eclipse unit, which is actually going to be a free unit that you can download from them. And so definitely, if you have not utilized For the Love of Homeschooling's free resources, you definitely want to do that. So let me show you some of the units. And the first one that I want to show you is completely free this week. It will be $10 after this week, which is still a great deal for how comprehensive this unit it is. But it is perfect for doing this week because of the solar eclipse that's happening on April 8th. And so this is a complete unit all about solar eclipses. It has this really beautiful watercolor activity. There's a recommended book list, and there are flashcards and coloring pages and information on safety during a solar eclipse. There's a sensory bin activity, mapping, 3-part cards, fact cards. There is information about historical solar eclipses, writing your own newspaper report about it. There is a sample of an old newspaper report about a previous eclipse that happened in history. So it is jam-packed full of information and activities really for all ages. I did this with all of my kids ages 4 through 16, and all of them had things accessible at their age that they were able to engage with learning about the solar eclipse. So highly recommend this. Again, this is linked down below in the description box, and this is completely free this week. So the next unit I want to share with you is week 3 of the 12 weeks of spring, and this is the Baby Animals Week, it uses the book Spring Babies as its recommended reading, and then there are a variety of activities to go along with it. Just like every other one of the weeks of the 12 weeks of spring, it touches on language arts, math, there's arts and crafts. This one has a bunch of life cycles to study, which has been really fun and is just perfect for spring. In really thinking about spring, the Spring Equinox unit uses the book Busy Spring and a variety of activities associated with spring, the spring equinox, and just lots of fun spring activities. It goes over grammar concepts like nouns and pronouns. There are flashcards and crafts. There are activities for learning about shapes. There's games like tic-tac-toe and the rainbow counting game, a little memory book for spring, a book report, practicing fact families and word problems. And we're going a little bit out of order, but week 2, which was a focus on rain and clouds, went with the book Warm Weather and had also an amazing variety of activities to engage with. Now, the newest membership or the newest club from For the Love of Homeschooling is Zoology Club. And this month, it's all about the capuchin monkey. And as you can see, there's a schedule and book lists, and then learning about animals and mammals. There are flashcards, Montessori 3-part cards, fun facts, nature documentaries to watch, note-taking skills to practice, making scripts, drawing, learning about the life cycle in a variety of different ways for different age kids, different types of learners. More flashcards for life cycle, cut and paste activities for life cycle, make your own flashcards, writing about the life cycle, tracing about it, all about them giving birth, some creative writing prompts, some coloring for younger kids, and then also looking at capuchin monkey anatomy. So all of these different categories you'll see across whatever the topic, whatever the animal is, you'll see these the same format, learning about different body parts. There's always a section about taxonomy and animal classifications. Here for capuchin monkey, you're learning about the social dynamics, relating that to your own family tree through an activity. You're learning about their diet, learning about their range, where they live, their habitats. So there's some mapping along with this section. Then there's always play mats where they can just kind of engage in play, especially for the younger ones. Then talking about conservation, endangered species, and all of that. Learning a little bit more about saving the rainforest. They have sensory bin activities, crafts, STEM activities, recipes, and a nature journal. The second newest club to be added is the Insect of the Month Club. And you'll notice it is structured much in the same way with a book list and focus on anatomy and what makes an insect, what makes an earthworm, fun facts, the life cycle. So lots of similarities here, really following the same structure, lots of hands-on activities and different ways to engage with the life cycle. Again, for different ages and different styles of learners. There are also, again, the creative writing prompts and also the anatomy pages, drawing pages, writing pages, and then again, learning about specific parts of the body more in depth. Learning about their habitats and conservation, taxonomy, and classifications. You learn about their diet. And then there are also mapping pages in here for mapping the range of where they live, which is almost the whole world for the earthworm. So that's kind of fun and interesting to think about how resilient they are and how they are all over the globe. Then we get into our crafts and recipes and all of that fun stuff, more hands-on activities, play mats, letters, coloring pages, more recipes. And then just like in Zoology Club, you have the nature journal again, where they can capture their learning, sketch and write about all of the different aspects that they're learning about with the earthworm, journaling, capturing facts, engaging with some vocabulary, and learning about their different traits, and then logging their observations in nature of the earthworm. So one thing that I want to point out about Nature Study Club and how it differs from the other clubs is that it is a little bit more in depth. And so while you'll see many similar aspects, many familiar components, it has a daily schedule for 20 days, as well as a different student level notebook, 4 different student level notebooks. So it has ages 3 through 5, ages 6 through 8, ages 9 through 11, and ages 12 and up. So each lesson gets done together as a family, but then the independent work is done in student level notebooks at their level. So I really love that aspect, that in-depth aspect of Nature Study Club. It also has a huge printable pack with posters and flashcards and games. And I usually print these on cardstock. I always have it printed by Pure and Simple Printing, which is a homeschool mom who has a print shop from her home. So I will put a link and discount code in the description box in case you're interested. And the last thing that I want to show you is really just how to navigate the website. You'll see that when you go to the For the Love of Homeschooling page, you'll see the freebies. But then you can also filter to search for whatever category you're looking for. So for example, they have all these different A to Z learning packs, which I've used a lot with my 4 and 5-year-old while learning letters. You'll also see that they have all of these different just early learning packs as well, that are focused on all different things that early learners would be learning. And then the World Explorers Club units are all the different country units that you can find. Next up are the Bird of the Month Club. So that's one that I didn't get to show you yet. That is another one of their monthly clubs. So World Explorers, Bird of the Month, and then also the book packs. So they'll have all of these units that go along with books that you could maybe own or buy or take out from your library. Then there are all of the Nature Study Club units. So you can purchase any of the previous Nature Study Club units, and then there is a new one that comes out each month. And if you're a member, you automatically get all of the new ones and all of the old ones, or you can just purchase as you go. And then there's even all different math units that you can browse through. Right now there's a huge sale, so you can get 50% off everything on the site. There's planners and decor, and all of that is another section that you'll find. There are biographies. There are science units focused on different science topics. There are bilingual units, as well as a variety of social studies units. And I have to mention the Schoolhouse membership, which is available as a lifetime membership, as well as an annual membership, and that is also on sale. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see some of the fun units that For the Love of Homeschooling has to offer for the month of April. You can go back and see all of the other topics that have been covered in each of those different subscriptions. So different birds, different insects, different animals, different nature study topics, different countries, and just you can buy those past months as well. So I wanted to mention that also. And then there will also be a homesteading bundle coming out very soon, hosted by For the Love of Homeschooling. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And be paying attention to my page on Instagram if you're on Instagram, because I often host giveaways in collaboration with For the Love of Homeschooling for the printed versions of the units that I share. And they do not, you cannot purchase them printed. So they are digital downloads, but each month we give away at least one unit in the printed copy. So if that is something that interests you, I try to remember to mention it over here on YouTube, either in a video or in a community post, but I don't always remember. So you definitely want to just keep checking my Instagram page, and I share the giveaways over there. So let me know if you've tried any of these subscriptions, any of these units, if you think you're gonna try any of them. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and until next time, stay rooted.